Welcome back to Market Pros, and let's get right into it. Alright, so here we have Bitcoin on the 1 hour on Bybit. Um, so let's see, all your moving averages have positive slopes. Your 200 has a negative slope still, but obviously that takes a little longer to turn around. Um, we are being held down by the 200 as of now. Basically, 200 comes in around 46669, which, I mean, we're 69 $66 below that right now. RSI is in the neutral median zone. MACD looks like we're testing the signal line. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a cross yet, but if it is a cross, 'cause our positive momentum is decreasing. If it is a cross, I could see us probably coming back down to the 200. Um, oh yeah, so sorry about that. This blue moving average right here is the 100. This purple one is the 200. We're being held down by the 100. Still takes longer to turn around. So yeah, if you get the MACD cross, I could see coming down maybe to one of these moving averages. Honestly, I don't think it's going to cross. I think it's just going to be a test. Your volatility's in the lower zone. So honestly, I mean, we could come up to maybe 47, 47.5 even. But I don't think we're just gonna blast off just yet. It is the weekend. If we start blasting off now, we're gonna have a gap. Unless it's just a breakaway gap and we just keep blasting. But if we get rejected at, 47.5 and we go sideways up there for a little bit, I could see us coming back down, closing whatever gap is uh, is end up being made from CME. Uh, so yeah, let's see. We had that bloody Thursday. Uh, it came down pretty strong. Bear trap, massive bear trap. I mean, we basically gained back all of that dump right now. I mean, we did get rejected from the bottom of this range so far, so we're not out of the woods yet. We need to get back above this last high at 46,922. So basically 46,930. We need to get back above that last high and then come down, make a higher low. So in the perfect situation, we would come up here, make a higher high, probably get rejected from this point of control on the VPVR, but try to close higher than this last close, then come back down, close the CME gap, then continue off. Now, validation of the downside would be if we break back into this box, I think we would come back down, probably test 45,000. If we get rejected from 45,000 and come back down here to 44,250, this is going to be the line in the sand once again. Our last line of hope would be that we are making a double bottom here. If that does not happen, I could see us going to mid 30s. So we don't want to break 44K, period. Uh, yeah, I mean, even 44, 125. We don't want to break that, especially on a closure. So yeah, uh, let's move on to the 4 hour. All right, so here on the 4 hour, all your moving averages have positive slopes. They were curling back down there while we had that dump, but since then they have leveled back out and starting to fan out again. Good sign. RSI neutral median zone above the signal line. Let's see. So yeah, we did have bullish divergence from there to there, which would have led us, which is what led us up to here. MACD. MACD, fresh cross of the zero line, fresh cross of the signal line at the same time. Very good sign. Volatility's in the upper zone, but it seems like it's coming down a little bit as we have this period of consolidation. That MACD makes this look really good, and we even got that first green bar printed. on the histogram. So yeah, that's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Doesn't mean we're necessarily just gonna rock it up. Honestly, I would think that we go a little sideways till tomorrow, maybe in the evening, then pick it back up. All right, let's move on to Atlas. All right, so here on Atlas, RSI neutral median zone above the signal line, MACD, fresh cross to the upside. So far, we have 2 green bars on the histogram printed. So that's a good sign right there, that MACD. Volatility's in the upper zone, coming back down a little bit. I mean, we're kind of ranging right here, a little bit to the downside. Looks like we could be, no. So we are operating on lower lows and lower highs right now. So we need to stay above this 50. If we close back below this 50, I think we come all the way back down to basically 0.0293, which would be in line with the 100 SMA. In between there and the 200 SMA. So anywhere in between 0.0283 and 0.0293 would be what I'm looking at. If that breaks, I think we come all the way back down to the bottom of this purple box at basically 2.5 cents. Now, validation of the upside would be to get back above this last high at 0.0345. And then, if we can break this purple box, I think we come up to basically 5 cents. Well, I'd say 0.0482. So almost 5 cents. There's a lot of hot air in between here. So if we can break this purple box, I think we go to the next purple box. So yeah, let's go down to the 1 hour. So here on the 1 hour, like I said, we're operating on lower highs, lower lows. Now, yeah, I mean, it all depends on what our next low is. Now, you do have these moving averages crossing over right here. You got your 21 crossed your 50, then your 21 crossed your 100. Now your 50 is going to cross your 100. That's one of my moving average signals. I haven't had a name for it, but it's basically just like a multi-moving average crossover. But I use it as one of my strategies. Also involving the momentum and volatility, which, as you can see here, this is the chart that I use for my trend trading. Yeah, just trend trading. For my range trading, I use a different kind of chart. So yeah, validation of the upside would be to get back above, 0.0342. Then I think we come up and make a new high. We already talked about the validation of the downside, RSIs in the neutral median zone. We are trying to test the signal line right now. MACD coming down, testing the signal line. I don't think this will be a break just yet. That moving average signal kind of makes me think it's just going to be a test. Volatility's in the lower zone. So Atlas looks pretty good as long as we don't fall back below these moving averages. If we fall back below these moving averages, they're going to curl back around. And then they're going to lead us past. If we cross below 0.0326 on a closure, even 0.0328 on a closure, I could see us coming back down, making another lower low than this. So yeah, those are my thoughts for Atlas. Let's move on to POLIS. Alright, so here we have POLIS. Since the last time, we had this ascending wedge drawn, and then we had our measured move. We basically got it. I mean, I was off a little bit, but not too bad. So let's go ahead and delete this stuff. Clean up the chart. Alright, so we had a nice pump with Bitcoin making that bear trap, and we didn't really go down that far. We had an inverted BART here, and then just blast off. And then we gave up about half the rally. came back down to the 21. The 21's holding us up right now. We could have a resumption off from this point. We'll talk about that here in a second. RSI is in the neutral median zone below the signal line. MACD had that fresh cross to the downside. Basically after this candle. So it was actually at the start of this green candle. So this could, alright, so on one hand, this could be just a corrective bounce. On the other hand, this MACD could just curl right back around that signal line. That's what you want to watch for. You want to watch this MACD. Because our negative momentum is decreasing just 1 bar on this histogram so far. The color's changed. Volatility is very high. So I could see us, you know, maybe popping up. But the question is do we make a lower high? If we make a lower high, I think we come all the way back down to the 50 at basically $2, which wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if we came back down, tested this purple box. Now what happens from there is going to be decided, because on the 4 hour we're still operating on higher highs, higher lows. Now this is the 1 hour, you know. So yeah, I mean, validation of the upside would be to get back above 223. Next stop would be basically 240. Yeah, 240 region, somewhere in this purple box would be the next stop. Now, if we break this last low, which also so happens to line up with the 200, we break that last low, I think we come all the way back down to 160, somewhere in this region. Maybe get a bounce, you know, at 169, but honestly, I think we would fall into this green box. Lowest I think we would go without a major bounce would be 155. All right, so yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts on POLIS, Atlas, and Bitcoin. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. Help support the channel. Leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment and tell me how I can improve. My main objective is to bring as much value to you guys as possible. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you in the next one.